Hello everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Bank Nifty levels for 26th April. Today was a pretty sideways day, so there was nothing much to trade after me personally missing out the last week of trading. I was hoping I'll get some good trade today, but nothing happened. My whole plan was, see, this is the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty, and I just have only the daily CPR added here. My whole plan was if the CPR range breaks, we'll go long. The targets were very small. The R1 previous day high was pretty close by. That's the reason I expected a sideways move. Or on when Bank Nifty made this intraday low, right, of 35,900. If this breaks, I wanted to short, but nothing of that happened. Even on this candle, I was very careful because the next candle there was no follow up, right? So when you don't get like this entry and you get a bearish candle, then you can wait for the next support to be broken, that is S1. So I was hoping at least if this S1 of CPR breaks, we can short until S2. Even that didn't happen and kind of remained sideways. So whenever the price is in the CPR, that is between these three lines, this TC pivot and BC top CPR pivot bottom CPR, or very close to CPR, it does remain sideways. When we break out of it, yeah, we get that momentum on the top side. So nothing worked and just ended up being sideways throughout the day. Throughout the day we were just in this range of 400 points. There was some good scalping. If somebody could have taken, that is from this S1 until CPR, and the other one is over here, but the targets were too small, so that's the reason I personally avoided it. From when we got this rejection from the pivot, probably until the previous day low or S1 as target, but the distance was very small. So even if you enter here, you have a target of 120 points. That means option premium is 60 points, and there are chances your stop loss will hit. At least, see, when we trade based on CPR, right, we need to have a target of at least 300 or 250 points, at least 200 minimum 200 points, so that your option premium goes up by 100 points. So that's it for what happened today. There was nothing much. Now coming for tomorrow, we have two good resistance zone now. One is around here, 36,230, where I'm marking. The other one is here, 36,430, and a very good support area is over here, 35,900. If this level breaks, right, that we have taken resistance today twice, support here twice. If this level breaks, probably we have a chance of seeing even 35,500 tomorrow. Now I'll just put on the CPR. See, this star is the monthly CPR. Yesterday in my analysis for today, I did mention that there is a pending touch of the CPR, then because I did explain about the monthly CPR, right? If anybody hasn't seen my previous video for 25th, they can check it out. I did mention there's a pending test for CPR. So once we have touched this, there will always be a bounce. Now we'll have to see how far the bounce will be. See, as of now, SGX Nifty is indicating a small gap up, but the US markets are still in bearish. It's not yet open for today, but the US market and the European markets are bearish. So we'll have to see how the SGX Nifty closes. In case we get a gap up for some reason, right? See, this is the tomorrow CPR. I'll put it on this chart so it'll be a little clearer. See, there is a very good resistance point over here, that is 36,200. If in the opening, say we get a small gap up, in the opening we take some kind of resistance here, I'll look to short with CPR as the target. And the second resistance is over here, where R1, where we also have this price action resistance, along with price action resistance over here. The CPR can be a good target. In case we get a short here, right, at R1 or the previous day high, I'll look to book profits at the CPR or closer to 36,000. And for by any chance, if the CPR breaks intraday, then probably we'll look to trade until S1 or the previous day low. This is a very good support, 35,500, because Even previously we have had price action support here. Say today morning when we opened itself, we took support exactly at this point, 35,500, and went up. So in case anytime we get this intraday dip until 35,500, it's a good place to book profit. But I strongly believe a good short trade will come only if this level is broken, that is 35,900. And in case we get a gap down for some reason, if we get a gap down in this area, right, between this 35,600 and 35,500, and if we get a nice bullish candle in the first 5 minutes itself, there's a good possibility we'll get a nice up move as well. So these are the two possibilities that I'm seeing. There's very less likely the Bank Nifty will gap up and then start going up. If it does, the best buy is only above 36,400, because until 36,400 we have a good resistance. Above that we also have this gap that is pending to be filled. So in case this R1 and 36,400 breaks, there's a good chance we'll hit R2 or probably even fill this gap in Bank Nifty. That is only if we get a pretty big gap up. So this is the plan for Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Hope we can make some money tomorrow. Now just looking at the Nifty chart. So Nifty was more bearish today. The entire day it was bearish. On the 15-minute chart in Nifty, we do have this gap that is still pending. So there is a possibility we can get a dip until here 16,700, fill this gap and then bounce. That is one possibility. But for that, this today's low should go. I'm going to mark this today's low as well. If this level breaks, the next target is, I'm suggesting this level. If this level breaks, the next target is 16,830, and then 16,700 we can probably see Nifty taking support. And on the upper side, there's a very good resistance again over here at 17,040. Now if you see even tomorrow's CPR, it's a pretty narrow CPR for Nifty, and there is a possibility we can take resistance over here at previous day high and this R1 of CPR. If we get a rejection here, probably I'll think of shorting. If this level breaks, right, then there's a good chance we might even see that 17,140 on the upper side. And one more thing is the India VIX has suddenly jumped to 21%, which is actually good for trading, for option buying, because around 2021, right, we get good moves, but unfortunately today we just ended up having a sideways. So in case we get, even if we capture a move, say from about 300 points on the spot chart, right, we'll easily get about 100, 150 on the option premium. That is pretty good. Now just looking at the open interest in Bank Nifty, see there's still very good support for at 36,000. So if 36,000 breaks, only then we can see 36,500. But as of now, it looks difficult breaking 36,000, because the change in OI shows there's a good amount of puts being added, and there is a very good resistance at 36,500 and nothing in between. See, tomorrow I think the Bank Nifty will again be in this range between 36,500 and 36,000. Breaking 36,000 might not be that easy as per the open interest, because there's a huge put writing here. Compared to Bank Nifty, the Nifty data is showing a little more bearish nature. See the amount of calls that is being added over here, the change in OI on the bottom chart. Even today, see that 17,000 calls has, the call open interest has increased. The good support for Nifty is only coming in at 16,800, because there's only put writers here. Until 16,800, it's a good, we can expect a fall in Nifty will, let's see on the chart where is 16,800. Yeah, it's exactly comes near this gap area. See, based on this OI data, right, compared to Bank Nifty, Nifty is looking a little bearish. If we get a gap up, there is more chances that we might reverse from 17,000 pretty quick based on the open interest. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty levels for tomorrow. We'll be trying to trade with all the levels that I've drawn. Let's see how it goes. Because of this sideways move, see, whenever we have I'll be showing on this chart because it's only the daily CPR, where we have the distance between the previous day low, S1, R1, previous day high, where the distance is very small, right? Most likely we will remain sideways. See, tomorrow the pivots are pretty stretched out, which is actually good. So kind of expecting a slightly trendier move tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. And coming to a chart pattern, I don't see any kind of a specific chart pattern that we can make use of. See, we are still making this from at this point, right? Bank Nifty, we are making lower highs and lower low. Sorry. Say from here, 38,700, we made a low, a small high, lower low, high, lower low, lower high, again one lower low today. So there might be one small lower high, and then there is